To look at question number 12. In a sports club, 3/5 of the members like swimming, 5/9 badminton, 34 like both of them, and 13 do not like both of them. Using Venn diagrams, we have to find these answers. So, see, 3/5 of the members, and anyways, the C part is the total number of members. So we'll start with the assumption that the total number of the members in the club is X. So if 3/5 of the members like swimming, so basically people who like swimming would be 3 upon 5x. People who like badminton would be 5 upon 9x. So this is what you need to understand. Yeah. So how we will make the Venn diagram is swimming and badminton are the only two options. So I've denoted swimming by S and badminton by B. Now there are 13 people who don't like any of them, so I have put them in a box here. And what I have assumed is that in my universal set, the total number of members in the club is X. So for swimming, the number of elements would be 3 upon 5x. For badminton, the number of elements in badminton would be 5 upon 9x. Now there are 34 people. There are 34 people who like both of them. So these would be the intersection. 34, 13 I have already put. So now we'll have to make an equation in X. How do I make an equation in X? So first what I'll do is I'll take the people who are there in swimming. So the total people who are there in swimming is 3 upon 5x. Then I'll take the people in badminton. So these are the people who are there in badminton. Now when I'm doing that, please try to understand, I will be counting these 34 people twice. They would be counted twice because these 34 people there, I have counted them in swimming also. I've counted them in badminton also. So that is why I have to subtract once. I'll have to subtract because these people are being counted in swimming also, in badminton also. So I'll have to subtract them once because I can take these elements only once. So that is why I've subtracted 34. And then these are the people who don't like any of the sports. And the sum of all this would be equal to X. So this equation is very critical to understand. So there are people who like swimming and there are people who like badminton. So I add these two. But then 34 people are counted in swimming as well as in badminton. 34 people are being added twice. So once I'll have to subtract 34 so that these 34 members are only counted once. So that is why I have made this subtraction of minus 34. It is very critical to understand that 34 has to be subtracted once. Plus these people, 13 people, are the people who don't like any of the sports. So see these 13 people. And if I add all these numbers, this would be equal to the total number of people. This would be equal to X. Now the second challenge in this problem is you'll have to add 3 by 5x plus 5 upon 9x. Now usually the students I have met, they find addition of these fractional x's to be a bit difficult. I'll try to give you a hint. So for example, when we add 3 by 5 plus 5 by 9. So now adding these x terms is almost like you are adding these two fractions. So the LCM is 45. So this would be 3 into 9. This would be 5 into 9 plus 5 into 5 and 9 into 5. This would be 27 upon 45 plus 25 upon 45. This would be 52 upon 45. So my answer would be, I just have to put a x here. The rest of the things are same. So my answer would be 52 upon 45x. So 52 upon 45x is the addition of these two. So minus 24 plus 13, this is minus 21 is equal to x, and then this minus 21 goes on the right hand side. So 52 upon 45x. 52 upon 45x minus x. Now when you have to subtract these two, again the easy way of subtracting these two is, I'll write this x as 45x upon 45x. So this will be 45x and this will be 7x. So 7x, sorry, the x would be only written once, I'm sorry. So this will be 7x upon 45. So this is 7x upon 45 is equal to 21. And therefore x is equal to 135. You can do a calculation. So 21 into 45 upon 7, 7, 3, so this will be equal to 135. See, this question is a very difficult question because this requires good understanding of fractions, requires good understanding of sets, requires good understanding of solving equations, fractional equations. So this is a bit difficult question to do. So if you have to see this video twice, please see it twice. If you have any doubt, please ask me in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer. So x is 135, but what is x? X is the number of total number, the universal number, that is x. So x would be equal to 135. Now I'll have to see the people who are there in swimming. So that would be 3/5 of 135. So 3/5 of 135, when I calculate, this will be equal to 81. Then people who like badminton is 5/9 of 135, that would be equal to 75. Now again, that is why I'm saying this is a bit difficult question. Especially if you are doing this question in class 8th, then it will become very difficult for most of the students. So you may have to, watch this lecture twice or thrice to really understand. So people who like swimming is 81. People who like badminton is 75. Now, these 81 people and these 75 people include the 34 people who like both the games. This 81 and 75 includes this 34 people who like both the games. So 34 would be included in 81 also. These 34 people will be included in the swimming part also. These 34 people would be included in the badminton part also. This you need to be very, very clear. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if I want these people who exclusively like swimming, what I'll have to do is I'll have to subtract 81 minus 34. So this will be equal to 47. So this will be equal to 47. And if I have to find people who like badminton only, then 75 minus 34. So these 41 people, they like exclusively badminton only. So 41 people like exclusively badminton only. So if I have to, show you all the numbers again. So 47 people like swimming only, exclusively swimming. 41 people like exclusively badminton. 34 people like swimming as well as badminton. And 13 people like neither of them. And when you add all these, your sum should be equal to 135. 7, 8, 12, 15, and it should be 135. So if you understand sets well, 47 plus 41 plus 24 plus 13 is equal to 135. This you should understand very clearly. So only swimming will have 47, and only badminton would be equal to 41. So this is equal to 41. So these are the answers. So these are the answers for all the three parts A, B, C, and I encourage you to see this lecture again, because this is a kind of question where step by step you try to understand. For a class 8 student, there would be some things that he won't be able to understand. So that is why I'm suggesting that please have a look at this lecture twice or thrice. So now let's move to the next question, question 14. Question 14, again a interesting question. We'll be doing all these 14, 15, 16, 17 questions so that you understand the concepts of Venn diagrams well. So let's go to question number 14.